Hello everyone, welcome back to Excel 2016 training. In this video, we'll take a look at Excel compatibility. So what is compatibility? As you have seen, we have multiple versions of Excel available in the market, meaning when you try to go buy, generally you get the latest and the greatest. But say for example, one of your co-workers that you're working with or friend you're working with, say they have an older version of Excel. Then how would you send your document? We have seen that we can save as an older version of document and email that to them. However, doing so, there's a little thing that you have to be aware of, which is compatibility, meaning you would save, but unfortunately there are many features that might not be compatible with the older version of Excel document. Say for example, here I have an Excel document that has various things. Now for example, number one, I have a nicely formatted table. Then I have I did insert a shape from here and gave it some blue color. And on the sheet 2, I have a nice pivot table and also a chart. And then on 3, I have a word art from here. So now this is Excel SX extension document, which tells me that this is Excel 2016. Now when I try to save this as, let's say for example, Excel 97 2003 version, that's when you try to save it, back then probably some of the features were not available. So obviously that version of Excel will not be able to recognize the feature set or these new features. So let us try to save and see what we actually see on the screen. So File, Save As, and I'm going to do a 97 2003 version, so XLS. Now when I hit the save, what you see is Excel compatibility checker, which is done automatically by Excel, and it displays any kind of compatibility issues that it sees and nicely displayed it to you. So it's pretty much saying loss of functionality about shapes on sheet 3. So it kind of tells you the sheet name as well, which is real handy. Some minor loss of fidelity. Here it says the table style applied to this workbook. Table style formatting cannot be displayed in earlier versions of Excel. And says sheet 1. So this is where the table is, and it's saying it may not be able to display it properly. And the pivot table, so back then, see, the pivot table style is applied to pivot table. In this workbook, pivot table formatting cannot be displayed in earlier versions of Excel. So you can go through all the compatibility issues your document or your attempt to save might display to kind of get an understanding on the compatibility issues. Well, that's a quick note on the compatibility, and I will see you in the next video.